All right. Russian. I'm an American. I'm Russian out here. I'm shutting this curtain. All right. I was like, man, I gotta go do yoga. All tired now. Did cardio before I came out. Ran from my living room to the garage. Anyways, this is number 157 YouTube Live yoga routine. And this morning, I was watching Jocko podcasts, a video that popped up on my feed. I guess it's called a feed. And Jocko was asked what to do when you fail. And in short, he explained, unless you're dead, you haven't failed. And he based this on a World War II U.S. Army field manual that I guess he went over on the podcast because he mentioned sort of like they went over it, maybe. And the manual states, other than death, all failure is psychological. So, what you see as failure is psychological. That is yoga. That's yoga. So rather than see failure, what you want to do is interpret that situation or that event as a temporary tactical retreat or a brief withdrawal. That's what Jocko mentioned. I didn't say that. He said that. And he states that you should regroup and then reattack. And you reattack with new knowledge, learned knowledge. Learned knowledge. Well, new knowledge and gained experience. So when you reattack, you reattack differently. And unless you're dead, like he said, you haven't failed. So as he stated, so get up and go after it. Now, those words are how a Navy SEAL would explain it. But it's yoga too. The words are just different. And that's what we're learning on the yoga mat. Same exact thing, that there's not failure. And it's just psychological. And on the yoga mat, we're learning how to reinterpret how we perceive the world. So instead of seeing things as I failed or this failed, like Jocko was saying, regroup and go after it again. Now, that goes into what I always mention is let go of control, let go of attachment, don't judge. That's all true. That is all true. But that allows the mind to be clear. So you can, and I'll use his word, reattack. It's just a word. It's just a word. You still got to live life. You still got to go through society and get a job and work and pay bills. I mean, unless you live in an ashram somewhere. You know, yoga is about adapting. It's about adapting. In Western culture, in the United States of America, we're using yoga to adapt and to be successful. There's nothing wrong with being successful. You have a goal and you want a specific job, for example, and that job, you know, will take care of yourself, will take care of you and then your family and your kids. Man, that's what you got to do. And in yoga, That's what we're learning to do. So yoga gets a bad rap in the sense that it's seen as this passive approach to life. But it is passive, but that passive is strength because you're going with the flow, but you're also learning who you are and making the correct decisions based on an open mind. It's the same thing. It's the same. Let me just put my phone on. It's the same exact thing that Jocko was mentioning. He's just using different words to explain it. He's just using different words. He's a Navy SEAL. He's going to use those words. And he's an accomplished Navy SEAL, accomplished YouTuber. I don't know much about him, but I guarantee anything he's ever done, he's accomplished. And if he hasn't, he probably regrouped, went after it again. Did he accomplish it again? I don't know. Maybe he's like, well, maybe that you're learning. Life is about learning. And that's what we're learning on the yoga mat. We're learning how to be open-minded, let go of judgment, accept, taking all these positive qualities off the yoga mat with a new mindset to perceive the world not as failure, but hey, I can do it. I can do it. I can do it. I mean, I've done things in my life where I was trying to accomplish a goal and didn't work out. Boom, regroup, went after it again. Regroup, kept on going, and like, man, maybe I need to go this way. That's all part of it too. It's all part of it too, because the goal of yoga is to get to peace. If that's your goal. Keep on going until you get there. Well, it's already here, but realize by emptying all the things that we have. So, all the attachments. So today, we're going to continue to do the 2 sun salutations. So we'll begin the mountain pose, settling in the mountain pose. Then we'll move into the sun salutations, feeling open, accepting where you are in the poses, learning to listen to yourself. All these qualities that we're learning in the sun salutations is what we take off the yoga mat. Then we'll go in the easy pose. We'll wind it down with some stretches, and then we'll seal it up, and then that'll be it. Then it'll be 6:30, probably 6:30, 6:04. I'm not 6:30, 6 a.m. 6:30, that's about an hour. That would be an hour yoga. So, feet are shoulder width apart, toes go up, spread the toes as wide as you can, then each toe touches the floor one at a time. Knees are bent, hips are tilted, arms are relaxed, so no tension in the arms or the neck or the shoulders. And then you're lining up the skeleton. So you lengthen up, and then you line the bones up where the skeleton is just standing, as if you were just your skeleton. And then just focus on the breathing, thinking of nothing else but of the breathing. So you're already breathing automatically. So that's all you're doing, just watching yourself breathe. Bring the palms together, thumbs to the heart center. Push the arms out, up and back. Inhale. It's the first stretch, so go nice and easy. Go where you can, then exhale, or you think you should actually. Then you hinge forward from the lower back, and we're just going to fall into ragdoll. With the ragdoll, the arms are dangling, the head is dangling. No tension anywhere. So you just hang and accept where you are. Just let go and just accept where you are. See, this is part of the regrouping. It's just different wording, man. The regrouping. You're accepting where you are so you can attack based on reality, based on what you have. Very important. Be true, be you. That's what it means, man. There's the depth to it all. The palms to calves, elbows into the sides of the legs. You're going to arch the back, raise the head. Inhale as much as you can. Then exhale. As you exhale, you pull yourself in and down. Push all the air out. Get all the air out. And again, arch the back, raise the head. Inhale. And exhale, pull yourself in and down. Push all the air out. Again, arch the back, raise the head. Inhale. Then exhale, pull yourself in and down. Push all the air out. Get all the air out. We're going to do 2 more. Arch the back, raise the head. Inhale. Inhale, inhale. Then exhale. Pull yourself in. Push all the air out. And 1 more. Arch the back, raise the head. Inhale. Then exhale. Pull yourself in and down. Push all the air out. Palms to the sides of the feet. Left leg is back into a low lunge. With a low lunge, stop the foot to the floor. Knees to the floor. Hips are square, pushing forward diagonally. Front knee is not over the toes. If it is, lengthen up some. The back is straight. If the back is straight, you're elongating, you're stretching out, or you can arch the back. Bring the head up. You're arching the back, you're pushing the hip bones forward, arching the back, bringing the head up, and just focus on the breathing. Think of nothing else but of the breathing. You're feeling opened. It's a mindset. So let go of judgment. So if you feel closed up, let go of it. The body does not dictate the mindset. That's judgment. That's what dictates the mindset, judgment, right? The mindset is the mindset. So if you're feeling, man, I'm closed up because you're down here, boom, let go of that. It's openness is a mindset. And even if you're feeling like, man, I'm doing this perfectly, I'm so open, that's judgment too. That will prevent the mind and body from becoming one. That is a barrier that prevents the mind and body from becoming one. And that oneness is yoga. And that's what we're doing. So get rid of all those barriers. Judgment, control, trying to be somewhere. Just accept where you are and feel open. And you take this mindset off the yoga mat. And you are open throughout the day. You're open to new thoughts, new ideas, new tactical approaches. It's like the quote I was reading from Jocko. Well, not a quote, but from the video. You want to be open so you can think, so you can regroup. Again, different words to explain the same exact thing. Same exact thing. Then curl the toes under the back, knee goes up. Go into a high lunge just for a second or so, then downward dog. Downward dog, the arms are straight, legs are straight, tailbones to the ceiling, heels are towards the floor. And you're pushing into this pose, but you're only pushing to the spot right before you feel like, man, I shouldn't go any further. Find that spot, settle there, accept where you are, and just focus on the breathing. You're thinking of nothing else but of the breathing. That acceptance allows openness. So the body does not dictate the mindset. So if you're closed up, technically, in this pose, your mind's not closed up because you're accepting. Accepting is, boom, allows for openness. Once you accept, you feel opened. It's a mindset. You're taking off the yoga mat. You're accepting what's happening around you. You're aware of what's happening around you. When you accept, you become aware. Now, that doesn't mean you take negativity or you let somebody treat you in a negative way. No. That means that negativity is over there. You're aware of it, but you don't let it become you. Then you slide into the upper dog, drop down to the knees and the chest, slide up. Tops of the feet are to the floor. Of course, the palms are to the floor. If this is too much, you go into hands and knees. Hands and knees, you arch the back into the cow or small cobra. Bring the chest off the floor, No pressure on the hands. Hands are touching the floor, but you're not using them. You feel open. Same thing, feel open. Don't judge it. If you're doing the cow, so what? It's what you're doing. Accept it and feel open. Have to know where you are, have to accept who you are. So you know where to begin. It's very important. Be true, be you, just like the thing behind me. Then back to downward dog, pushing into it. This time you're really pushing into it. But you're only pushing to the spot right before you feel like, man, I shouldn't go any further. And if you feel like, man, I can't push into it anymore, then don't. Listen to yourself. We're doing yoga together. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just telling you what poses we're going into, encouraging you to maybe do something. If you don't want to do it and you don't think you should, then don't. That's very important because you're learning to listen to yourself. You're becoming your own guru. The left foot is up between the hands, low lunge. Top of the foot to the floor, knees to the floor, hips are square, pushing forward diagonally, arching, head is up, or the back is straight, and you're reaching out. Make sure the front knee is not over the toes. If it is, lengthen up some and just feel open. Again, we're doing yoga together. The pose, I say something about a pose, listen to yourself. Don't listen to me. And that right there is what you're learning, how to listen to yourself. So when you get off the yoga mat, you're in the so-called real world, somebody tells you something, you just don't do it. You know, you talk it over with yourself. If you believe in God, you talk it over with God. And then you make the decision. Not in 2019. Don't just listen. I was going to say, well, never mind. Anyways, let Google be your guru. Everything you need to know is at your fingertips. Let go of leaders. In a sense, let go of leaders. Leaders are good. They lead right. But you still want to make sure, hey, am I following the right leader? You still don't listen to everything. And I just learned that, and I'm talking more of in a religious sense too. Next thing you know, you're in a cult. You don't even know. So back leg is straight. Ain't nothing big. I mean, that's what you want. Just like the just like the powerhouse I went to. People say it's a cult. I didn't feel like it was a cult. I grew up in that type of church. I know. You wouldn't think it was a cult if you became your own guru. People were happy, man, peaceful. Staying forward bend, pulling yourself in and down, focus on the breathing. Palms together, reach out, up and back, inhale, then exhale. Maybe powerhouse is a cult, I don't know. Maybe it's cold to you, maybe it's not cold to some others. You know, everybody's experience is different. Maybe, yeah. Maybe it is, I don't know. But in yoga, you're learning how to avoid all that stuff. Right? So you're in the so-called real world, someone's like, hey, think this way, do this. When you're your own guru, you think for yourself. You need someone to tell you what to do, or how to worship God, or what to do, or how not to worship God. It could be a cult that's not God-oriented. So left leg is back. Opening up, feeling open, low lunge. Just feel open. It's a mindset. It's all a mindset. It's all taps into oneness. All this stuff is my opinion. It's all my opinion. The yoga part's not. Yoga part's definitely me, but I learned this a long time ago. So high lunge, downward dog, pushing into it, focus on the breathing, think of nothing else but the breathing. Slide into downward dog, feeling opened. Modify it how you have to. Back to downward dog. Pushing into it. Really push into it. If you're like, man, I can't push into it, then don't. Listen to yourself. The left foot is up between the hands, feeling open. Open yourself up. High lunge. Standing forward bend. Pull yourself in and down. Focus on the breathing. Think of nothing else but the breathing. Palms together, reach out, up and back, inhale. Then exhale, turn the palms out, push it down and up. Then you're going to go to mountain pose. Mountain pose, you're letting the skeleton stand as if you were just your skeleton. You're going to go to easy pose. So the easy pose, if you're on a mat, if you like, you go back to the mat. It's usually what you do if you're in a class, but you sit where you want online. You do that in the class because don't bump it into people. You do what you want. If you're at home, do what you want. So I go to the front so I can be in front of the camera. Back straight. Hands are to your knees, maybe in your lap. Maybe you're leaning back with your hands. Maybe you're leaning against the wall. Maybe one leg's up because you have an issue in your leg. It doesn't matter. Get comfortable. It's about you. Yoga is about you. Focus on you. Learn to listen to yourself. That's all. It's a big part of my yoga teaching is being your own guru. Being your own guru. Learn to be your own guru. Very important. If you don't want that, then don't. That's fine too. Very important to listen to yourself. Learn to be confident in yourself. Tilt the head to the right ears to the right shoulder. Back is straight, left shoulder's down. Just focus on the breathing, thinking of nothing else but of the breathing. And when you focus 100% on the breathing, it heightens your awareness and lets you feel the stretch in the left side of the neck. Lets you know what's going on in the body. But you're not focused on that stuff. You're focusing on the breathing. And it just heightens your awareness. And bring your right hand to the side of the head. Let the weight of the arm bring the head down. So you keep left shoulder down. Relax the arm. And that brings the head down. Try not to pull. Now, if you're pulling a little bit, that's fine. Try not to. But if you are, that's fine. Let it go and just continue to do it. Continue to let yourself pull it a little bit. It's a process to let go. Then go ahead and release. Bring the head to center. Tilt the head to the left. Left ear to the left shoulder. Back straight. Right shoulder's down. And just focus on the breathing. Thinking of nothing else but of the breathing. Again, you're focused on the breathing. It heightens your awareness. Lets you feel the stretch. Lets you know what's going on in the body. If you're not focused on that stuff, you're focusing on the breathing. So left hand goes up. Side of the head. Relax the arm and let the weight of the arm bring the head down. So you're not pulling. Now, of course, if you're pulling a little bit because it's natural, then let yourself pull just a little bit. Don't continue to try to let go, because that trying, that's not letting go. Just accept that you're pulling. It's fine. And then go ahead and release, hands back to center. Neck rolls, drop the head to the right, down and around. When the head drops down and around, you're exhaling. When the head is going up and back, you're inhaling. And you're linking the movement with the breathing. Thinking of nothing else but of the breathing. Focus 100% on the breathing. And when the head goes to the top, you're going to reverse. Exhale as you go down and around. Inhale as you go up. And what happens is you become aware of the stretching. You're becoming aware of the movement. You're becoming aware of maybe an issue you have in the lower back, but you're not focused on that stuff. And what happens is the movement and the stretching is no longer just a movement, no longer just stretching. It's a moving meditation. Then when the head goes to the top, bring yourself to center. Shoulder shrug, shoulders to the ears, back down and around. You're going up, you're inhaling. As the shoulders go back and down, you're exhaling. You just focus 100% on the breathing. Let the movement become a form of a moving meditation. And when the shoulders go to the ears, you're going to reverse. Exhale as you go down. Inhale as you go up. Again, link the movement with the breathing. Very important. And then when the shoulders go to the ears, you bring yourself to center. The trunk rotation is dropping down to the right, down and around. You're going down and around, the back is straight, and you're reaching out, and you're exhaling. As you're going up, you're inhaling. Focus on the breathing, 100% focus on the breathing. You're aware of the movement, you're aware of what's being stretched. And the movement is becoming a form of a moving meditation. And when you go to the top, you're going to reverse. Exhale as you go down and around. Inhale as you go up. Again, focus on the breathing. Think of nothing else but of the breathing. And then we go to the top. Bring yourself to center. Then half spinal twist. So left hand's on the right knee, right arm goes up, pull yourself up, then you twist, palm goes to the floor and send the back, arm is straight. It's against the back, and make sure the head is twisting. Now in this pose, when you inhale, the belly swells with air and pushes you out of the pose slightly. When you exhale, the belly goes in and you go back into the pose. It's a subtle movement. You become aware of that subtle movement, but you're focused on the breathing. Not focused on the subtle movement. You're focusing on the breathing that makes you aware of the subtle movement. And release, back to center. Other side, so right hand's on the left knee, left arm goes up, pull yourself up, then you twist, palm goes to the floor, so the back, arm is straight, it's against the back, head is twisting, and you're focusing 100% on the breathing. Make sure the head is twisting, and when you inhale, the belly swells with air, it pushes you out of the pose. Let yourself be pushed out. And when you exhale, the belly goes in and you go back into the pose. It's a subtle movement. You become aware of that subtle movement because you're focused 100% on the breathing. And then go ahead and release, back to center. Hands are in front to your knees or your lap. Again, maybe you're leaning back. Maybe your back is against the wall. Wherever you are, you're just going to watch yourself breathe. Think of nothing else but of the breathing. And reach behind you for the seal. Grab the left wrist with the right hand. Leaning forward, forehead's going down towards the floor, it's to the floor. And you're sealing in all the benefits of the yoga poses, keeping the peace that you gained through the rest of the day. Bring yourself back up, hands go back in front. Just get settled, get comfortable. You're just going to watch yourself breathe. So here, we're just going to stay a little bit longer, so just watch yourself breathe. So you're already breathing automatically. So you let go of control and just watch it. So when you inhale, the belly swells with air. You exhale, the belly goes in. You watch that, or you bring the Focus to the tip of the nose, and you watch the air go in and out. And what will happen is you'll start to control the breathing, most likely. When you realize, hey, I'm controlling my breathing, just let go and watch it. And then what will happen is you'll start to think about other things. When you realize, hey, I've been thinking about other things, don't judge it. Just let go. Continue to watch yourself breathe. It'll happen again, and then you just go back to the breathing. And it'll happen again, and you'll just go back to the breathing. It's a process. Just watch yourself breathe. Stay here a little bit longer. And the palms down. Namaste. That's it. So that's, what is that? 157 YouTube Live Yoga Routine. So I will see you tomorrow at 5:30 a.m. Arizona time, Mountain Standard Time. So namaste, peace and love.